And spawning at the left position as the purple Protoss, we do have RM Dewalt.
And in the 12 o'clock position, we do have the yellow Zerg, CadenZie.
Now, yesterday, I think, Dewalt actually played a ton of PvZ tournament games against Eon Zerg, and I think he went like 1-5 or 1-6. So, you know, he's definitely beatable, especially in a matchup like this. Now the question is, has CadenZie watched those games? Can she bust out some Eon Zerg style strats against Dewalt?
I'm not sure CadenZie needs Eon strats. She's got CadenZie strats, and I've played a lot of games with CadenZie on this map. I know it's PvZ, but she really does know how to abuse this map. Like, it'll be really interesting to see what she actually goes for in this matchup.
See, I'm really voting or rooting for CadenZie to win because I think I'm like 2-0 against CadenZie on this map from our King of the Hill. So if CadenZie beats Dewalt here, that means technically I'm better than Dewalt. I'm just saying, you know? So yeah, hopefully that happens. Anyway, probe guy gonna come in here the back. Gonna scoot through these assimilators. I imagine most people would have seen this little structure by now, should know what's going on here. And he's gonna come in here see the overpool.
Yep, now one thing, sort of taking away from this game for a second, you said it's a long day of StarCraft. There was also another tournament this morning, like at 2 AM our time, the WEGL.
Oh yeah.
And there was some pretty cool games on this map, so really cool tournament. If you want to check the VODs, they are up on the English Twitch. You can also get them on YouTube as well, but they're the Korean VODs. And I'd recommend watching that as well, because let's just say there was some very, very interesting TVZs.
Yeah, I heard, well, spoiler alert, I heard Flash versus Soulkey was really good, although I didn't watch it myself.
Yep,
But,
and Sea versus Lava was pretty good as well, so
okay.
check both of those out, guys. But it looks like we do have the probe just being annoying as possible, trying to block CadenZie from building this base.
Okay, so this Forge seems a little bit late to me. Is he just gonna, like, if CadenZie made only Lings, I think he could possibly die? Maybe not.
This is CadenZie, like, she does like going aggressive a lot of the time, so...
But there's only 4, not 6. If there were 6, I'd actually be a lot more afraid. And 2 of them are chasing the probe. No, they're actually going now. This is actually quite close. I think it should be okay. But it's close.
Yeah, that cannon looks like it's gonna finish, like, long before the Lings get there, so... Should be okay for Dewalt, not being too greedy, although that definitely was a little bit later than you'd normally see the Forge come down, so...
Yeah. I think he made it on like 12 or something, and against an overpool, which I didn't realize you can actually get away with that, but apparently you can. Apparently that's actually just barely in time, so that's pretty nice. Anyway, the Ling's now coming back to chase around this probe. We do see the 3 hatches. A close, or an inside third hatch here at the mineral only could indicate some kind of aggressive Hydra play. We shall see.
One thing that Dewalt's going to have to be careful of is CadenZie really likes moving around the back ways in this map.
Yep.
So if Dewalt does not cover that ramp well enough, he could be in a lot of trouble. There will be obviously a bigger area to actually attack into the cannons, so...
Yeah. I mean, I told you, I rigged the bracket to give her the easy bracket. I mean, getting a ZVP against Dewalt on Gold Rush, what more can you possibly ask for, right? It's like the easiest matchup ever. But yeah, Dewalt has to be careful of that, and he's sending out a second probe scout. He actually lost that first probe scout, which is a little bit surprising to me, given how easy it is to slide it back through the eggs. So he's sending a second probe out the front. I don't think he actually saw the third hatch at that mineral only yet, but he should see it with this probe, unless he goes like a really long way. You know, he's actually going to look at another natural to see if it's there, it seems. So he doesn't realize the drone actually just went to the inside base. Interesting.
Yeah, the inside base is mineral only as well on this map, so not really going to see anything too... I mean, I guess you can go into the earlier 4th and 5th hatcheries with the 3rd hatchery here, but you're not going to see anything too gas heavy early on.
Yep.
Not even opting to get her second gas yet, natural either, so...
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty standard. You don't need a faster second gas unless you're going for mutalisks, and looks like a couple of Zerglings are going to try and block the probe here at the right side. Can he actually kill it? Is Dewalt going to pay attention? Looks like he's going to take some damage, but might actually make it through the Zerglings. By the way, Bandonier says he bets his car that Dewalt will win. I'm not sure who he's betting against, but I mean, I would take that bet. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that seems like a... I don't know, it doesn't seem worth, like, actually betting that, if anything. Because that's like terrible odds, like, or terrible return investment, I guess. It's like all you're doing is you're basically guaranteeing that you won't lose your car, but you don't get anything in return.
It's alright. But he could lose it, though. He could lose it. Wait, what crazy upset have we seen before? I mean, Tai 2 beat Dewalt before, right? He beat Dewalt in a finals. It can happen.
Can, especially in PvZ, especially if you get caught off guard, but Dewalt has lost to Tai 2 now because he didn't build enough cannons. And you saw what happened when Bonneth lost a load of PvZs to not building cannons. He started building cannons all of a sudden, and he was the top foreigner. So, you know what? Cannons, like, there's a correlation between learning to build cannons and becoming top foreigner. So Dewalt is on his way up at the moment. Oh
man, soon he's gonna be unstoppable too. This is actually so refreshing, having like Bonneth be at the top and having like other good Birdosses like Dewalt. Oh man, I
for the
enjoy
longest
seeing...
time it's just been Zergs, like Eoturg and True Touch, that's it, every finals with them.
Or Ziki, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, we got some speedlings coming in here, Kicks, but they shouldn't be able to do anything. It's 11 speedlings, but obviously it's a super tight wall. It's got 2 cannons in the back. She's going to see the Forge spinning, so that is the +1 weapons. But otherwise, everything is normal.
There's a Queen's Nest for CadenZie on 3 base right now. Only on 5 hatcheries as well, while adding her 5th now.
What the heck?
What are we going to see the Queens for? I think she's been speaking to Drone. I think Drone is slowly, like, spreading his influence over everyone. Like, build Queens, guys, everyone!
Didn't Larva use Queens against Mong in some cool game? I don't know if it was the WEGL or if it was some other game, but apparently he built just a single Queen for Parasite and for scouting purposes. But yeah, that's a curiously fast Queen's Nest here from CadenZie. I'm really interested to see what that is. I can't imagine that Broodling is at all efficient at this early point in the game. Maybe in the late game, sure, but this is still super early.
It's good to catch the Corsairs. I believe in Seraph X Corsairs, right?
Yes, it does, quite heavily actually. So that's really the only thing that makes sense. I think you're right.
Parasite as well, so maybe just Parasite one. So Dewalt either forced to leave one at home or give up his positioning on all of his Corsairs at pretty much every stage of the game. But we see a DT moving around that top side. There's no actual Overlord in CadenZie's base at the moment, so if this DT can get in the base, it can actually do a lot of damage.
Yep, gonna start working away on these eggs. No spawning, as you said. Man, that would be actually a really horrible way to lose the game, especially after you mentioned how she's got like really good strats, you know, going through the back on this map to actually lose to something like that. Interestingly, by the way, Dewalt actually almost messed up his probe trap behind his minerals. He didn't realize you can't build on the top side of those minerals due to that little doodad, I guess. But here we go, 2 DTs going into the main base, Kicks. How fast is the reaction gonna be? Oh god, this could be bad.
There's an Overlord going up there, but I don't think CadenZie's noticed yet.
Rip. Oh, there's the reaction. 4 drones dead. Probably the gas drones as well. So that'll be 7 drones in total. If she doesn't bring that Overlord back here quickly, she could lose the Spire as well, or even the spawning pool here. Looks like he's going for the spawning pool. Where's the Overlord? The Overlord's actually not moving for some reason. The Hydras are here. Why is this Overlord not moving? She's bringing a second Overlord. There actually is no Overlord speed. The spawning pool is gonna die right here. Oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah,
what
this
the
is
heck?
really bad, and the Hydras are actually running away from the DTs. In the opposite direction of the Overlords as well. Looks like the Queen is out.
Oh, the Queen provides vision! Oh! The Queen provides vision! Oh, man. But that means the ensnare...
play.
The ensnare is not available anymore for these Corsairs, Kicks. That is what it was for, you were right. She instead uses it to get vision on the DTs, which is pretty cool, but I think the damage has been done. Spawning pool down, 7 drones down, a few Hydras down, and the Corsair is able to basically escape and realize that what's going on, and now the Zealot Templar attack is coming out.
Oh, it looks like Dewalt is actually going for this top left base, adding... Wait, well, he had 4 cannons there, but then cancelled one at the bottom. Probably going to break down these assimilators, not going to want that attack path open. It looks like the Zealots, as you say, are moving forward. how much damage are they realistically going to be able to do?
Well, it looks like nothing at the moment. This queen is so funny. Man, this would have been so cool if it actually worked and that DT attack hadn't happened, you know, if she caught the Corsairs. It seems, though, that one cost of doing this fast Queen's Nest was actually skipping the Overlord speed. You can see Overlord speed is actually still not done. Obviously, you know, the build for the most part is the same as a normal 3-hatch Spire into 5-hatch Hydra, so the way that she's actually got the extra gas to build this, because it's pretty expensive, you gotta get the Queen's Nest, the Ensnare research, and build the Queen, which I believe itself is 100 gas. So the cost was cutting that speed, and that definitely was a huge pain in dealing with those Dark Templars. And here we go. Now the Zealot's moving in. The Zealot's actually gonna get ensnared. That's actually gonna help a lot against the Speedlots. You can see they're much slower and attack much slower as well. It makes it much difficult to close with the Hydras, and CadenZie is gonna hold the first attack. She did take a storm on the drones in that base, but nice hold here.
Yeah, that was a really good hold. It looks like none of the High Templars actually went down. They did manage to get out. So pretty good for them. It looks like the wall is going to blow up those assimilators at the top of the map now. Where is CadenZie going to expand to? She doesn't have map control anymore. And taking this bottom right main is going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, it definitely is. Looks like there's a drone instead going to the back, that 3 o'clock base. Definitely have to be careful because the robo of Dewalt is just finishing up. So, you know, unless she breaks down those eggs pretty quickly, any base there is definitely at huge risk of getting dropped. Either a Zealot drop, a DT drop, something like that would be very easy, especially with these 6-airs flying around. He will see this base as soon as it's built. It looks like CadenZie is going to send these Hydras over to break down these eggs, make sure she can actually defend that base. And otherwise, looks like, well, the game is going to kind of stabilize a little bit. The Corsair is going to come over here, killing over they're going to see the hatchery, but not too much they can do about it just yet. Although another Overlord is going to get picked off. No, never mind.
Yeah, CadenZie's supply blocks again. The Corsairs have been doing a real number on her Overlord count, but the ensnare! They get all the Corsairs!
Oh my god, huge ensnare on the stairs. The Hydras, how many more are they going to catch? The Hydras actually went AFK for a second there. Could have potentially got a third Corsair there. But nice move with the Queen. Whew.
Yeah, that's a really good action, taking down that Corsair count a little bit and actually heavily damaging 2 of them. So they're going to be a little less useful as CadenZie moves forward. And CadenZie actually still stuck on. Oh, we're now going up to a 4th base. Is now adding on the Hive as well. And this could be very interesting. Looks like double evolution chambers are actually coming up as well. So we're going to see a lot of upgrades coming out for CadenZie.
It's actually really interesting to me that Dewalt took this base in between them. Like, you know, it's going to be, even though the eggs, or sorry, the assimilators have been killed, if another ensnare hits these Corsairs and they all die, that base is going to be quite vulnerable, I feel, to just an easy drop across that small path. But here we go, a drop, though, coming in for Dewalt.
I believe it'll be a Reaver. No, DTs, my bad. Either way, DTs are a little bit stronger than Reavers at this stage. And a really good time to do this as well, actually doing it as the armies are engaging in the middle, but the DTs are in fact huddled. They've only just now started moving. Some really nice storms in the middle will give Dewalt the ability to push forward.
Oh man, CadenZie is completely focused on microing the Hydra to the front. No reaction in the main base. The DTs are going to kill all of the drones here, as well as possibly more of the tech. You can see the storms at the front also doing a number. Every drone dead in the main base now. The Spire under attack, the Extractor as well, although that's not that important. Obviously, and another couple of great storms ensnare onto the army, but it doesn't matter. There's no Hydralisks left. You can look at the supply, 52 left against 137. Even if the Dragoons are slowed down here, it doesn't really matter. The Hydras might be able to clean this up, but look at this. The main base is in complete tatter. The Spire is gone. The Corsairs are finishing everything off here. It's actually pretty close to the front, but Dewalt is also going to take the engagement at the front as well, and look at this. DT's just going crazy in the back, and that has got to be the end of the game here, Kicks.
Yeah, CadenZie's 100 supply behind. GG.
Oh man, getting these ASL maps in here. Okay, at the left position as the red Protoss, we have RM Dewalt up 1-0 in this series.
And at the right-hand side, we do have the yellow Zerg, CadenZie.
Oh man, now it's interesting, CadenZie picking Crossing Field. Is she going to do the Larva build, Proxy Hatch Ling all in? It could happen.
It could, but I think we would have been more likely to see that if she was actually ahead in the series. Doing that when you're behind is very, very risky, especially because she does want to, oh man, we're going to see Proxy Gates, aren't we?
We are indeed.
But is it going to be Proxy Gates versus Proxy Hatch? Because then we're going full ASL.
Oh my god.
Or is it going to be the other ASL moment where it's like Proxy Gates versus 3 Hatch before pool? Because that would be kind of sad if CadenZie went out like that. Looks like we will most likely see an overpool though, so not going to see anything too crazy from CadenZie. Now, is she actually going to scout this? She sent out a very early drone scout. Oh man, I think she's going to scout this Sayle.
Oh wait, I was muted for a second there. Whoops. Alright, it is indeed going to be scouted kicks, as you say. The first gateway has been placed. It looks like Dewalt might actually just give up on this idea and only proxy a single gateway, not go for the second gateway, and is instead sending the probe into the base here. We can see the pool has been placed now for CadenZie, and this is a super awkward position for Dewalt. I don't even know what you're supposed to do here now that it's been scouted. Like, if this was a ladder game, I would have just instantly left the game.
And the other thing is, like, it goes back to what I said about the TVPs with Sin, where the drone can actually just sit there attacking this pylon forever. Yeah. And the second the Zealot goes to deal with it, it can just run away. So it's going to be very hard for Dewalt to actually come back from this. And unlike in, say, if a Terran proxies a building, this forces Dewalt to build another gateway in his main if he wants to defend against any early link pressure.
Yeah, it looks like he has got the pylon in place already. The drone's taken down 200 of the shield. It's almost worked its way through the entire shield value, of course. Dewalt can just easily build a second pylon here if he wants to, except that would just make it even more vulnerable to lings when they come out, so probably doesn't want to do that. In the meantime, the hatchery expansion is placed at the back here for CadenZie, and looks like the Zealot just going to run around and chase this drone, just going to be annoying for the time being. As you mentioned, a second gateway placed in Dewalt's main base.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the Zealot tried to chase the drone, but did run away and come back. And slowly but surely, the hull damage on this pylon is actually being knocked down. It's going to take a long time for the drone to kill it, but with these lings coming out as well...
It's Dumo build! Wait a minute, there's a pylon in the main base, Kicks! This could be the Dumo build!
No, please, no, not again, not to CadenZie, this would be horrible.
I think it's more likely to be shield batteries, though, because there's no forge yet built, so... like, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he's gonna proxy the forge as well.
Oh my god. It's proxy gateways inside the main base. Dewalt is going full cheese mode here, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, if the first proxy gate fails, try again.
Just build it in a different place. Holy. Wait a minute, there's no Zealots at home, though. CadenZie actually sees this with the Overlord. She's sending 4 lings to counterattack and at least force 1 Zealot and some probe pulls. Meanwhile, 2 more Zerglings coming in here to try and pick off this red health pylon, but CadenZie actually made another hatchery. She doesn't realize what's happening right now. There is a creep colony in the main base, but there's 2 gateways. The 2 Zerglings actually finish off the pylon at the front here. 1 Zealot does pop out at the front with 2 probes. That should be enough to hold off these 4 Zerglings, but can she actually hold off the double proxy gate in her main base? We can see from the vision, no idea that this is happening.
There's no sunken and no scout. Oh wait, the lings are coming back in. They may actually pass into it accidentally. No, they don't. Oh my god, this is so horrible.
Oh man, rip Zerg. Now the fortunate thing for her is that the creep colony is actually finished. So as soon as she sees the Zealots coming from the side, she can make it into a sunken super fast. But the 2 expansion hatcheries are going to be super difficult to defend. Now the 2 Zealots running back here, I'm sure CadenZie feels like she has a good position since that pylon has been killed. How many Zealots are out? The 2 Zealots are not yet out in the main base. But there's an Overlord actually here. Surely she must realize that something weird is going on. And now the Forge has been built. Now he can build cannons. The Overlord needs to see that there's actually no expansion right here. Oh my god, the Overlord's not even going in this direction. There's a Hydra Den on the way.
I think you can see that there's no expansion already, but I don't think CadenZie's gonna know. She's building the Hydralisk Den. 2 Zealots are actually walling in the probe, so this probe can build cannons. This is, oh man, I don't want to watch this. I wanna turn away from my screen right now.
The Dumo remix. 2 Zealots walking in.
The cannon's there as well now. This is just so bad. I feel so bad for CadenZie right now, please.
And she doesn't see the cannon either. It's still out of vision range. I don't think it's in range of the hatchery, but the Sunken's gonna immediately die here. Oh my god, the lings are coming back, but there's only 6 lings against 4 Zealots. The spawning bull's gonna die, Kicks. The spawning bull's gonna die.
Oh, and the drone scouts it as well. No.
Oh god, she's built a creep, but it's in range of the cannon. The cannon's gonna finish. It's in range. She has to cancel it. She cannot build the creep colony there. But when the pool dies, it's all over. GG. And a 2-0 victory for Dewalt. And CadenZie dying to cannons in the main again in TL Open.
Oh my god. Dewalt is just such a bully. Like, why would you do that to someone?